Welcome once again, guys. This is Crisis169. That's my gamer tag, Xbox Live Place Network. My real name is Mark. I'm coming to you with another live broadcast with the power of Spectrum Internet and my phone from Google and, of course, YouTube to bring you some information you may not or may not care about, but it's mostly just rambling videos I do. I talk about things in the area or in the media or in the country as a whole. We're going to be discussing the big box stores, the rise and fall of big box stores. Mostly it's the Toys R Us's, the Circuit Cities, the Radio Shacks, Hollywood Video, Blockbuster Video, but they're still around, only a couple of stores left. So I'll exclude them right now until they finally go belly up, all of them. Movie Gallery, um, and even some Subways are going out, but that's mostly fast food places. That's a different thing. Um, let's start with the first one now we know of is Toys R Us. For the last couple of years, guys, we all know, for the last decade or so, we know that Toys R Us has been having issues, financial problems. They've been, having a lot of money issues. They haven't had what they say a great fiscal last couple of years. They lost hundreds of millions of dollars, or at least millions of dollars anyway. Probably in billions of dollars. They have more debt, than the most companies can have that can survive. I'll put it this way: I'm a wrestling fan, okay? When WCW closed down, that was a very sad day for me. Well, it was past their prime anyway in 2001. But when they died, when a company died, they had their last in 1999 or 2000, they lost $60 million, and they were in the red. We all know about Time Warner and AOL merger, blah blah blah, and they got pulled the plug. But what people don't understand is, though, companies like that, though, like WCW and Toys R Us, were hemorrhaging money. They're hemorrhaging it. They couldn't. If they try to patch the hole of the boat, another one pops out. If they cut their wrist and hit an artery and bleeding out, they get that sutured and get that closed up. Something else starts leaking out, blood or money. It's the same old, same old. And you can't survive a business. You can't run a business survive if you have, in the red all the time. You want to be in the black. That's why they call it Black Friday. Not because it's racist. No, it's because it's called Black Friday because it's one time a year where all companies, practically Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, Walmart always in the red, always in the black. But where companies like Best Buy, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Home Depot, Best Buy, and some other stores in the mall, can rake in some serious cash, and that will help them through hopefully the next year. It's like if you're a professional wrestler, once again, going back to what I know. If you worked in the old Wrestling Federation era, or in the 90s, Kev Nash put it best, though, in one interview he had on the Legends of Wrestling, said, take your Mania check, you weren't going to know how kind of year you're going to have. Exact same thing with this. Now, if you get your Black Friday check, because the company's got to get the Black Friday analysis of what's up and what they sold good of and how much money they made, they ain't gonna know what kind of season they're gonna have. And Toys R Us always had an issue with being Toys R Us. They couldn't compete with box stores like Walmart and Kmart, and even Sears. But Sears is more of a end-all, be-all type of, lawnmowers and beds. They don't sell a lot of toys in Sears anymore. They used to have a game place at one time in Sears. I remember that. But I got rid of that years ago. But what happened was, though, when you sell a toy, let's say for $60, and you go to Wally World and pick it up for $20, or $30, or $40, you're pricing yourself out of the market. And that's what they did. They priced themselves out of the market. Toys R Us could not understand the fundamentals of being the caviar or the Rolls Royce of toy stores. And if you ain't making six figures a year, going to Toys R Us is kind of silly. I bought my toy at Walmart and kids would laugh at you. Back when I was a kid, it was Toys R Us, man, was because back then considered the caviar. You want to be cool on the playground, you pay for a piece of plastic at Toys R Us. Walmart, Kmart, you got laughed at. Now, I didn't really tell people about Walmart. No, we didn't have a Walmart where I lived at. I don't think we did. Maybe we did. I don't know. Hell no, we couldn't hardly get toys anyway. So hell, when we were younger, we didn't have toys anyway. Half time because it's just expensive back. All sorts of expensive. Back in the '80s and early '80s and '90s, yeah, it was hell expensive back then. Toys, even at Wally World and Kmart. So it's not always saying it's cheaper, but I'm saying is Toys R Us had that issue. I went in there, Toys R Us, because the store's closing down. They look at games. They're hell bent to keep those games in that damn freaking case they got in there. Store will be closed down again. The games will be sitting there probably. Be sitting on the damn shelf behind that glass because they're refusing to move them. They won't drop them down 40. They'll go 50%, and the games are gonna go. Hell, the Wii U went for 20%. I would have waited to like 50% to buy a Wii, and not Wii U, but to buy a Switch. Of course, they're all gone, and that kind of sucks. But 50%, I would buy a Switch because half off, hell yeah. But like I said, I don't have an issue with what I have. But I went in there, look around. They still got a lot of toys left over, a lot of stuff. Of course, if they're going on business sales, so they're liquidating everything. They're trying to make as much money they can to pay off a lot of the creditors. Because they don't care about giving you a deal. They're trying to make as much money as they possibly can to help pay off their debt. Sorry, to pay off their debts and stuff though. And that's the biggest thing that people don't understand about Toys R Us and companies like Circuit City and Radio Shack that went on business. Yes, they had closing out sales. The problem is they're trying to make much money, so they started off with 10-20%. 5%, I think, 10% on games, 5% on the systems. So I went in there and looked around, and the place is still pretty packed full of crap. And yeah, you have kids buying bikes for like 40% off, whatever. Kids like, yeah, happy, and the kid's fine. Kid has to have getting a bike. I was happy if I had a bike at all, or a damn scooter, or a little push scooter. I was happy if I had. But that being said, though, it's not saying that what Toys R Us did was any different than what anyone else did. But what I'm saying is, though, it's hard to understand people when they say, "Oh, it's a tragedy that Toys R Us went out of business." Well, it's not hard to understand. And like I said, I went in there on last payday, Friday, and I was amazed at how much stuff's still there. And the games, of course, are still expensive. You can get most of the games there at GameStop for next to nothing practically now. Like Shadow War. You can get I got for $30-something, $31 actually, brand new at GameStop. Wally World $39, Toys R Us $60, or 54, 10% off, or whatever the hell it was. Really? Come on, people. Come on, negotiate here. Come on, negotiate. You're going out of business. You're gonna be living under a street or a cardboard box in the next 2 months. You need to make some money here. That's probably that location. It was next to next to a Chuck E. Cheese, next to a mall, not very far from a Best Buy, and hell of a lot not far from a Wally World and a Kmart and a Target. It's all in the same location. I can literally drive to Golden Corral if I wanted to, Old Chicago, then go up to Target. Has some good sales in games sometimes, and a GameStop in the mall, or go to Best Buy. Why am I gonna go drive down a small road, next to Electronic Express that used to be a Circuit City that no longer exists? To drive down a road, next to a hamburger place, Steak and Shake, that is decent but kind of pricey. I might stop by there one of these days. Haven't been there in years, and hell, like a decade now, probably. Um, but that's the location. So when it goes out of business and closes its doors forever, Chuck E. Cheese is gonna have nothing but itself sitting there. Hard to believe, Usually it's a 1-2 punch. You go get a toy, get the pizza. Hey, let your kid, if you're a parent getting bugged by your kids, send them off to Chuck E. Cheese, let them go bug some employees for a while. And you sit down and hopefully drink some alcohol or take some pills or something, I don't know. But, see, my Chuck E. Cheese is Dave Buster's. That's me, though. Used to be. I gotta go there, not very much. Used to at friends now. But anyway, I'm moving on. So they're down and out. They're gone. And next month or so, all these people are going to be unemployed. And it's sad. I went in there the first couple weeks after they announced they're closing, and it was busy. It was, full. Now, staff is like, whatever. They're walking around, doing nothing. No electronic plays. A couple cashiers. Hell, most cashiers didn't show up, I've heard. They quit and found new jobs and left. Found new jobs and left. Some worked for Shake and Shake, went to the mall, whatever. But people are abandoning ship. And that's sad, though, with a company like that, because that's really bad. Because what happens is you have people out there who... It's funny thing also. I saw a now hiring sign at Toys R Us. Let's sink in for a second there. A now hiring sign for Toys R Us. They're going on business about another month or so. I understand if you're a kid you want a part-time job, but damn, you want a temporary job? I understand, a month of retail is better than nothing. If you just stand around all day and help a customer buy a toy, that's something. And Walmart would probably take you at that point in time. Most of them probably gone to Walmart, probably. I work for a retail place. I'm not gonna name names. It's one of the couple I listed earlier. It ain't Kmart and it ain't Walmart. So the only two left out of the list. I'd make a decision which one it is. But I've been there for a long time, almost 14 years now, and I never understood the company going out of business. But I understand it can happen to anybody. But what I'm saying is though, it's like this. Circuit City went out of business because they couldn't. Now we're off Toys R Us, Circuit City. Like I said, this is my rambling video. If you don't want to watch anymore, you're free to go. Appreciate you staying around. But if you want to stay and listen, by all means, I appreciate it. My name is Christ169. If you're coming into later in this video, my name is Mark. Christ169 is my gamer tag on Xbox Live PlayStation Network. Send me a friend request. Awesome. Now on to Circuit City. It's a little easier because it's pretty simple. They failed. It failed because they failed to have any new innovations. Circuit City did not. And it did not. And I mean, the little commercial. The plug came down. Circuit City, boom. And I remember those. I'm old enough to remember all that crap. Yeah, I'm a geezer for most of you kids out there. And but it's saying that people don't understand that when Circuit City was around, they failed to invent new identities for themselves. They tried different things that didn't work. They tried to do things that didn't make sense. And the same thing with Movie Gallery and Hollywood Video was, I worked Hollywood Video a long time ago. Okay, Circuit City died out. because they failed to improvise and be new. You know, they failed to be new. They failed to be something different, and that killed them. It wasn't because people didn't shop there anymore, because they didn't have anything people wanted. Once people stop caring about their job and the customers realize that, they will go elsewhere. Hell, Best Buy was bought by loser shirts. The same problem that they had, Circuit City had. The problem is between both companies. Circuit City couldn't pull up the tailspin, couldn't pull up from the tailspin they're going down, and Best Buy did, and could have and did. Where it's hard to imagine, but Best Buy was going down the merry-old road of of being bankrupt and going out of business too. They shut down some stores, like in China, that didn't work because it was too many steps that caused people to go up, and Chinese ain't gonna do that because they have an arcade place or a place that has stores, right below it, and they went to those places to buy their toasters and ovens. Most Best Buy in China only had toasters, ovens, and TVs. They didn't have a lot of stuff like you have in America because they had to improvise with what people they're dealing with. And if you went to China, you'll see it on the top of stairs. And cause I saw the Best Buy video on CNBC about the Best Buy store closing down. Sorry, dogs. Sorry, guys. They're just seeing a piece of paper fly by. I don't know. And they went out there and it closed down because people weren't going to buy. Because it's steps caused them to go out of business. How funny is that? But going back to what is being said though and stuff. It's being said though is the fact that Toys R Us was not. Toys R Us and Toys R Us, sorry. I worked with Hollywood Video. For about 6 months. They only gave me 4 hours a week. 2 hours a day, and that was it. Get in my car. Then they broke up 1 hour a day, 4 days a week. They broke it up. That's how bad they were with me. I worked one night, 7 hours. Oh, we can't do it anymore. Too many hours. You kidding me? Give me a break. I told Amanda, give me a break. Give me something to come back here. When I left, you come back to work again, so you don't give me any hours. Come back, I burn more gas, turn the car on. But so that's my issue, Hollywood Video. But I like going there because it's good movies, because I got free movies out there all the time. But what happened was it wasn't Hollywood Video. Okay, it's a story for Hollywood Video. Hollywood Video tried. Okay, it was Blockbuster versus Hollywood Video. No, I'm gonna make a second video. I'll make a second video. Make a second thing on this one here. I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna make a second one saying the rise and fall of Hollywood Video. Right after this, so stay tuned. I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you for all you guys giving me. Like, subscribe down below. Christ169, leave comment. See you guys later.